All right, hey there Scorpio, welcome to my channel. My name is Iris and I'm here to do your June 2019 spiritual guidance reading. Now it actually started this video and I just meant to pause it, but I ended up stopping the video instead. And so I've got the 3 cards out that I started with, and I'm going to show you those in a minute, but I will do my preamble about how this is spiritual guidance. There is a lot of Scorpios out there. The messages won't resonate with all of you. So never give your power away to any reader. Take what is relevant and resonates with you and apply that guidance as you see fit. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. The messages aren't for you, and you can always check back next month. So as I was shuffling and meditating on your energy, and this is what I shared in the first one before I stopped that video. I don't know how to splice them together, so I'm just restarting it. So as I was meditating on your energy, Scorpio, I saw a beach with this beautiful sand and this crystal blue water, expansive waterway, an ocean. It was just beautiful and sunny and warm, and so I thought, you know, a lot of you are either contemplating going away or are already on vacation. But as I was feeling into that energy, I thought there was contemplative. You were being contemplative as you were looking out into the ocean and contemplating, what do I do next? It was that type of energy. So, and then I went on to say I'm using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck today, and I'm using 3 cards from that deck to talk about the energy that you're coming into June with. And then I'll be doing the spiritual guidance with using the Fairy Tarot, and then we'll finish it off with Kuan Yin Oracle, just to give you that spiritual oomph. What I'm calling it. So, okay, so your first 3 cards that represent the energy that you're coming into June with is the Yin card, the Soulmate card in reversed, and the TikTok card also in reverse. So this energy here, and you know, that contemplativeness that I felt as I was meditating on your card, I think it has something to do with another person and what is it? What am I supposed to do next? Where am I supposed to go next? How do we move forward from this point? That's the association that I'm getting. So this Yin card talks about your intuition, the softer side of you, the honoring yourself, being kind to yourself, self-love, not, you know, for other people, but also having that same sense of love, care, kindness, compassion for yourself, and trusting your intuition. We'll see what comes out in the spiritual guidance part of this reading as it relates to this. But the Soulmate card in reverse, what this is saying, it doesn't mean, because it's reversed, it doesn't necessarily, like, if you are definitely in the presence of a soulmate and there is maybe a little bit of conflict going on, and a soulmate doesn't have to be a romantic partner. A soulmate can be a friend, it can be a sibling, it can be even a parent, even a co-worker, right? But a soulmate is somebody that is there on our journey to witness you, to say, yeah, you know what, we were here together. But some soulmates are here for a specific reason. They are there to teach us something, and sometimes we bump up against those soulmates and it causes us a lot of distress and frustration and anger and discontent and things like that frustration. And sometimes a soulmate, you know, it can be somebody that we really dislike. Okay, but I'm not actually getting a feeling that this is somebody that you actually really dislike, but somebody that you actually have a connection with and do have feelings for, whether romantic or otherwise. And I feel that there has been conflict for you, and right next to it is this TikTok card, and TikTok is this feeling that I'm running out of time. I have to make a decision. This has to happen in this amount of time because time is running out. And with the TikTok in reverse, you know, sometimes we think that things have to happen on our own timeline, but it could be that the timing is just not right and something else has to happen in order for, you know, for some healing and forward movement in whatever this soulmate connection is. And, you know, because humans made up time and we've been conditioned that things have to happen within a certain time construct in order for us to feel like we fit and that we're doing things in a timely manner. And one thing that just comes to mind right away is like a lot of people, let's say men and women in their 50s beyond, they find themselves in places in their life and they think, oh my God, I never thought that I would be here, or I thought I would be farther along by this point in my life. And that's not just a 50-something thing. That can even be a 30-something thing. You could be 30 years old and thinking, you know, I really wanted to have kids by now, or I really wanted to be married by this point in my life, right? So that is the construct of how we have created time, and that things have to happen at a certain timeline. So for this energy right here, what I really feel strongly is that there is some conflict here because the timing isn't what you think it should be. And so that is causing some type of conflict and causing you to contemplate. But you're also tapping into your intuition and, you know, thinking about, you know, what is it that I really want for myself? And so I hope that is resonating for you. Now I'm going to move over to the Fairy Tarot. I don't read traditional tarot. I go based on intuition and the story that the cards are telling me. So let's see what the spiritual guidance for you is. I'm doing readings today, so my voice is getting a little bit croaky and hoarse, but I think I'll make it through this one. Oops, it's the first one out. First one is the Emperor, which talks about getting organized, using logic, trusting your intuition, trusting your heart, and being strategic about something. And I love the Emperor because the Emperor is all about being a leader. And sometimes, you know, it's about being the leader in our own lives and trusting ourselves and what is good and right for us. We can be a leader to other people, but we also have to be a leader in our own life. So let's see what else comes out. Next one. I do not read these cards in reverse. The next card that came out was the Queen of Autumn, which talks a lot about success and things in full bloom, generosity, working things out, type of thing. Hope you all have had a great May, feeling good, coming into June. Ooh, ooh. These cards are kind of all over the place in your reading. Okay, so the Ace of Autumn. So this is like a success card here. So I'm going to get 3 more cards out for you, and then we'll put this whole storyline together here, this guidance. Sorry, sometimes the cards don't fly out right away. I know some readers pull the cards, but I tried to do that in a couple of readings, and it just didn't feel like that was the way for me to do it, just to pull the cards. So I went back to just letting them come out. So the next card that came out was the World card. So, you know, you've got a lot of success in this card. You've also, next to it is the Renewal card, which is about, you know, releasing judgments of yourself and others, looking back, you know, don't spend a lot of time looking back in your past, but look at your past to understand your present and where you want to go in your future. Take with you what works and anything that doesn't work for you, belief systems, ways of being that don't work for you anymore, that you want to change about yourself. Leave what needs to be left behind and move forward. So you've got some really beautiful cards that speak of success. So let's just wait for this last card to come out, and we'll just put this all together for you. Some of you might be making, changing careers as well. There's a career change, the end of a journey, making decisions, forward movement. I think that June is really, for all signs, really is a time of healing, releasing, letting go of what doesn't work, fixing what needs to be fixed, and moving forward. I think that June really is a pivotal time for a lot of signs. Okay, one more card. Let's do this. There it is. Okay, here we go. And the Hermit. Okay, there's the Hermit. All right. So, Scorpio, what is the guidance for you? You are being encouraged, as I said, with the Emperor, to be the leader for other people. But I feel strongly that this is about you being the leader in your own life, using, you know, having a balance between what's in your heart and what is the potential, the logical side of you is saying. It falls underneath the Yin card as well, which speaks of intuition and the softer side of you. And, you know, even though you're tapping into the softer, compassionate side of you and trusting your intuition, that doesn't mean that you aren't being a strong leader in your own life. By tapping into that part, using, you know, balancing the emotional part of you and the logical side of you, that makes you a really good leader. So in whatever decisions and choices that you need to make for yourself, it's going to require that balance. You don't have the balance card in your reading, but that's okay. The Emperor to me is somebody that demonstrates that leadership quality and has the ability to have compassion, but also be very, very logical. Because this Queen of Autumn, she's all about the beauty, the richness, the ripeness she's got, and making things happen. And, you know, whatever dream you are having, you have the ability. You know, there's a hare there as well, you know, and they're about speedy action. And, you know, you've got the Queen, which is also really regal and really noble. And this is not just, you know, doesn't have to speak to you being a female. You could be a male in this reading. It's not gender specific, but I really feel in this reading here that you are on the verge of creating something. And I feel that you have, you're at that precipice of you feel that time is working against you, or things have to be at a place where you think they should be. But in actuality, what I'm really sensing is that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, and that which is for you will never be withheld from you. So just trust that what's going on and where you're at right now is exactly where you need to be. And this Ace of Autumn, talks about success. Like whatever it is that you're working on, keep going. Don't let time work against you or think that you should be somewhere else. Like don't, like as you're contemplating, as I saw you contemplating something, looking out over the ocean, you know, maybe you're contemplating like, geez, you know, I'm running out of time, but you're not running out of time. You're actually right where you need to be. And whoever this soulmate energy is here, like I said, it's not necessarily a romantic partner. Maybe this is like a partnership that you're not seeing eye to eye, or you want different things in the business vision, and it's challenging you. But the guidance for you is to trust that everything is being divinely orchestrated and that there is forward movement, because then you have the World card, right? And the World card is the end of a cycle, and you being ready to move forward in your life. You know, she's got her two staffs firmly planted there, and again, it's very powerful, right? So one part of something is coming to completion, and you're ready to move on to the next part. But you're also being encouraged with the Hermit, and with renewal right next to it is just like take a retreat, right? The Hermit is about going within, and you know, as I said, you're being contemplative. Maybe you went on vacation, you're taking a break from society and just taking some time to go internal and reflect on things and what it is that you want and what do you want to do and where do you want to go from here. If this is not a business thing that is going on here, it could be a romantic thing. But again, the same applies. There's a lot of success here. There's encouragement to balance the emotional with the logical and have some type of a structure around what are we doing next, what's happening next, because there's so much success in whatever it is that you are doing here. And again, the encouragement not to think that time is against you, or that you have to be at a certain place or have to make a decision by a certain time. There is divine timing at play here, so you're right where you need to be. But you know, go within, trust yourself, take a break, step back, tap into, right? Here we have that yin energy, which is about like our own spiritual growth as well. Let go of what you need to let go of. Situations, situationship, a friendship, a partnership, old belief systems, old ways of being. Who do you want to become? Allow yourself, with the Hermit, to allow yourself to grow spiritually into the person you need to become in order to have the next thing that you want to have in your life. What else am I getting from here? I think that that part of it, in terms of the spiritual guidance for what you're going through in the month of June, is pretty wrapped up and complete. It's like I said, like June is kind of that renewal phase, and kind of like we're at the 6-month mark now of the year, and we're halfway, and you're definitely at this halfway mark. And the second part of the year, I feel, is going to be quite relevant and significant for you. But this month is a month of going within and being contemplative, asking yourself the important questions. You know, where do I go from here? What do I need to let go of? Who am I becoming? What fear and judgment do I have around that? Because sometimes our spiritual growth can really rattle our cages, and we don't know who we're becoming because we've never been that person before. And sometimes it can be scary, and sometimes we want to cling on to old ways of being that don't work for us. But you know, we just have to trust in our own evolution and in our own growth, and that we're right exactly where we need to be. Okay, so I'm just going to focus in on a card for you from the Kuan Yin Oracle, who is going to deliver the spiritual message that's just going to finish off this reading. So here we go. Scorpio. There we go. Okay, you've got the Nectar of the Lotus. Now, I got to read from the book because I don't know these cards off by heart. But what a great card. Let's see what the message is. So that's card 20, and I'll go to my trusty book here and speedily go to card 20. Great. Okay. Nectar of the Lotus. The Divine Mother wishes that those who are meant to feed others will be well fed too. Your devotion to helping others has the effect of squeezing the cosmic heart chakra of the Divine Mother. From her heart drips nectar, sweet, sustaining, life-affirming energy that feeds you and allows you to nourish many souls. Like a sacred chalice that overflows, when you are full, well and vital, the feeding of others happens effortlessly. You are guided to be fed now, fed with divine nectar from the heart of the Mother. There's an endless, and there's a little bit of a reading here, so bear with me. I hope that you find value in this reading. There is an endless supply of energy, joy, peace, bliss, and love for you, flowing from the heart of the Divine Mother Kuan Yin. Yet sometimes we may experience limitation instead of endless supply. These limits can be hidden blessings. They could be a sign that our mind and emotional life could use some help shifting from scarcity consciousness into a consciousness of abundance. As we do this, we tend to relax and flow more easily, tapping into what is needed rather than perceiving restriction. A limit or block in our flow might be telling us that our nervous system needs some time to adapt to receiving higher intensities of spiritual electricity through our system as we become more used to living a joyful, higher vibrational existence. And isn't that funny with the Hermit card? And with also, because the Hermit card falls underneath this TikTok card as well, that it's our own spiritual growth and letting go of what doesn't work for us and what we perceive as needing to be somewhere where we're not ready to be, or that that divine timing is in play here. And that has to do with a higher vibrational existence, and that all of life is about flow. So a limit or restriction in our energy might indicate that we have been so focused on giving to others that we have forgotten that we are part of the divine heart we are seeking to embody, and we need to gain more balance in our lives by taking some time out and attention for ourselves. So when we are encountering a limit of some type, whether needing to come back into balance or because we are about to break through into a new level of spiritual growth and realization, it is wise to receive divine nectar to allow ourselves to become replenished and supported, honoring the guidance that is hiding in the limitation we are encountering. Then it will have served its purpose and the limit can fall away. And that may be part of your contemplativeness. Divine nectar is our vital energy. It is the life force and the fuel for growth of all kinds. It is peace, it is power, it is abundance, and it is love and divine grace. It exists in the physical world and the spiritual worlds, forever intertwining with each other throughout the life of our universe. When our chi energy or life force is replenished, we feel creative, happier, and more content, accepting of ourselves, others, and life, and more able to flow in harmony with nature and divine will. And that is the yin energy that we were talking about right at the beginning of the reading. It is much more enjoyable way to live, in balance and with adequate chi, than to be struggling to keep going at times when it would be more productive to love ourselves enough to stop, rest, replenish, and revitalize ourselves. We gain the most chi when we are in connection. Otherwise, it is like trying to draw power when there is already a plug in the socket. Kuan Yin guides you to healing now by asking that you listen to yourself and your needs. What part of you needs more connection? Is it emotion, your body, or your spirit? What would bring you the most joy and well-being? Do you need exercise, meditation, or both? Do you need time alone to reconnect with yourself, or time with friends and family? Imagine spending some time in nature. What type of nature would you feel the best for you right now? Oh, maybe going to the ocean. Trees, the ocean, or mountains? A wide open field blooming with vibrant flowers, or rich grasses, or a clear sunny day, or a cool dark forest with an abundant canopy of lush greenery. Even just becoming aware of what feels good for you at any given time is a way to open your heart to receive the divine nectar that seeks you out to nourish you and to replenish you. Taking a few minutes to consider what you need strengthens your self-awareness and increases your ability to consciously meet your needs. This is essential for you to be able to cultivate your chi energy and live your happiest life. It is this good self-care that allows you to partake of the nectar of the lotus. The Mother Divine wants to help you and can assist her by helping yourself too. So what a great top up to this reading, and the clarity about, you know, tapping into ourselves with the Hermit and with the Yin, and, you know, having that, you know, allowing yourself to grow spiritually. And even if you don't connect at that growing spiritual way, anytime we're like moving from one phase of our lives into another, as you are because of this World card, there is, whether you tap into that being your spiritual growth or not, it is a process of letting go, replenishing, and then moving forward. So Scorpio, I hope that this reading has resonated with you. Leave a comment below. Let me know what's going on. I love to hear what's going on and be able to respond back to you and help you in whatever it is that you're going through. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are a new subscriber, hit that subscribe button and the bell, and then you'll be notified when I upload a new video. And thank you so much, all of my returning people. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and liking and commenting. And that's what I have for you for this month. I am going to be coming back mid-month around June 15th just to kind of give you a bit of a boost and do a check-in to see how you're doing. And until then, I'm sending you so much love and so much light and so much support. And I hope you have an awesome month of June. Until we meet again, bye for now.